Welcome to our 7th edition of AlbumWorks Presents, part of our ongoing live webinar series. My name's Naomi and I'm a member of our customer service team here in Melbourne. It's great to see so many people out there making photo books. Keep up the great work. It's a perfect time to get started if you haven't already. So today we want this to be an interactive session, so please feel free to ask questions along the way. To ask a question, you should see the webinar control panel on the right-hand side of your screen if you're on a computer. You can type your question into this dialog box and send it. If you're tuning in on a phone or tablet, you should see a question mark at the top right of your screen, which you can press to type a question. I'll make time at the end for your questions. So today's webinar should run for around 15 minutes and it's going to be a little bit different from our previous webinars. Today I'm going to talk about our Layflat photo books. So I will look at what are Layflat photo books, the key differences between Layflat and Classic books, the benefits of Layflat books and how to create a Layflat book. So let's get started. What are Layflat photo books? Basically, it means that the pages can lay completely flat from the left page all the way to the right with no join. It's one big continuous sheet. Each sheet is then glued to the one following it so that it becomes a super strong and durable album. With our Layflat books, you can choose from our range of sizes and themes for laying out your pages. For your cover, you can choose from either a photo cover displayed on the left, which you design yourself, or a premium material cover, which you can see on the right, and you can have your own hot stamping on that if you wish to. Yeah. So what is the difference between a Layflat book and a Classic book? Well, in short, it's the binding. As you can see in this video, each double page spread can be viewed fully. None of your content is lost in the binding area, and the album can open completely flat. Sorry, on this slide, again, you can see that there is no gutter in the middle of the Layflat page on the left, but in the Classic page on the right, you lose a bit of your content in the binding area in the center of the spread in here. Another key difference is the paper that's used. In our Layflat albums, each sheet is printed on a 200 GSM e-photo luster paper. So because the pages are bonded to each other, the result is a thick bonded page, which is 400 GSM to be exact. This is an unbelievably strong, very high quality binding method. Layflat albums are printed in standard definition, which makes them very affordable. Unfortunately, at this stage, there are technical issues producing high definition Layflat books, so we can't offer that product as yet. While it is standard definition printing, the Layflat print quality is beautiful and it can produce better results than Classic SD printing because of the paper quality. However, if your #1 priority is to have the highest available print quality, I would still recommend ordering a Classic album with high definition printing. With Layflat albums, the inside cover becomes page 1 of your album and your pages are designed in spreads. So pages 1 and 2 are your first page, unlike Classic albums where page 1 is a right-hand page and then pages 2 and 3 become the next spread. Also, there are no fly sheets required to hold your pages together, as is the case with Classic albums. So Classic albums have one sheet at the front and one sheet at the back of the book, which holds it together. You won't find this in Layflat books. The maximum number of pages in a Layflat book is 152 compared with 200 in Classic albums. This is to ensure the integrity of the binding. So what are the benefits of Layflat books? Well, firstly, the paper is durable, water resistant and dirt repellent. It's a great option for children's books, for example, as they're extremely hard to destroy and the thick pages are easy for kids to turn. The other benefit is the seamless spreads, so your photos flow uninterrupted from page to page. It's perfect for landscape photography. It's also good for wedding photos where you might have a big crowd and you don't want to lose people's faces in the binding. All right, so that's enough talking about the product. Let's see how to create one. So firstly, we'll look at our download editor, which can be either on a Windows computer or a Mac. I'm just going to show you how to make a book. So we'll click on Start New Project. It'll just take a minute probably to bring up the options. Okay, then we choose Layflat and board mount photo books SD only. Ignore the bit about board mount books as these have been discontinued. Next, we get to choose a theme. So I'm just going to select the classic theme. I'll double click on that. The next page when it comes up is to choose your size. I'm going to choose an 11 by 8.5 photo cover. You'll see on the right there's also an 11 by 8.5 premium or material cover. So my computer's just thinking away. Oh, it did it already. So add your photos here by clicking on this plus sign. I'm just going to add one photo for now. Just go into my documents and I'll choose this one here. All right, and then I'm going to click next. We'll give the project a name. Doesn't really matter what you call it, it's just so that you can find it when you come back to it, and click create. And in a minute, it will open the book that I've just chosen. And it's taking a little while, but it should get there in a minute. Doesn't usually take this long. Here we go. So here's the cover of my album. I'll move to pages 1 and 2. As you can see, page 1 is on the left, page 2 is on the right, and you don't have any binding area in the middle. So in a classic book, if you've done one before, you'll notice there's a gutter and a black vertical line that indicates where the binding is. You don't have that in this case. So if I want to put my elephant photo on here, it takes up the whole page. And yeah, I can crop it or do whatever I want, but yeah, basically you'll see it over the full page. So for those people who prefer to use the online editor, which you can use on a phone or tablet as well, what you need to do is go to our website, www.albumworks.com.au, click on photo books, choose the size of the book that you want. I'll go 11 by 8.5. Then need to choose a theme. I'll choose contemporary this time. And then on the next important bit is choosing your binding. So this is where you choose Layflat Photo Book. And then all you have to do is click Create Now and then Create Online. And it'll open up the book. And there it is again. Again, if you go to pages 1 and 2, you'll notice a double page spread there. Just remember if you're working online that you do need to save at some point. I believe I'm probably logged in, so it hasn't asked me to do that, but it will ask you at the beginning to create an account or register or log in. All right, so that's pretty much it for Layflat Photo Books. I'm just going to check if anyone has any questions, so if you can bear with me for a moment. If you do have a question, feel free to type it in now. Oops. Okay, doesn't look like we have any questions. So just a quick recap. Our Layflat books, so they are similar to classic photo books, and you do have the same sizes and themes, but they do have a different binding. They have a thick 400 GSM paper. They're available in all book sizes, I've just mentioned. They're ideal for landscape photography and when you want to use big, beautiful photos to showcase your work, or great for children's books as well. Prices start at $59.50. That's for an 8x6-inch landscape book, excluding shipping. And I've just had a question come in asking, do you need to use a theme? You will, when you go through the process, it will ask you to choose a theme. If you want your pages to be blank, just choose the build your own theme. When you choose build your own theme, you'll have completely blank pages, but you'll still have page style options at the bottom of each page. All right, finally, before we go, don't forget you're welcome to call our customer service team if you need any assistance. We're here Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Melbourne time. Our phone number is 1300 553 448. And you can also reach us by email, which is service@albumworks.com.au, or you can talk to us via live chat from our website. So you can head to our website for lots of information about our products, or to buy a gift voucher for Mum for Mother's Day at 30% off at the moment. Our website is www.albumworks.com.au. Also, if you want to watch our previous webinars, click on the webinars and tutorials link on our homepage. It's about halfway down on the left-hand side. It's business as usual for Albumworks production. We're still here making your photo products. There may be a slight delay in delivery, which you can read about on our website. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Looking forward to having you here again at our next webinar. In the meantime, have fun making your photo books. Bye.